I wrote this song about old Luther a few years ago. He's actually a real character. He was my wife's uncle, and he and my wife's dad, when they were younger, used to be kind of wild, I guess, and running around. And in later years, of course, they settled down, I suppose. And Luther out in California used to visit my dad and my stepmom in Sacramento, and they were actually ministers of a sort. Luther was their friend, and he would visit them quite often. One day, while they were praying, they always ended up praying, and Luther got saved. So much so, he was laying on the floor crying, and when he finally stood up, he put his arms around my dad and he said, "Gene, would you sing Honky Tonk Angels for me? That's the closest thing to a gospel song I know." And of course, my dad was a singer, and he's written some songs too. But anyway, I used my artistic license for most of the song, but just that part about singing Honky Tonk Angels for him was what made me write this song. So I hope you enjoy it. Of course, I did my own music, so it's not too professional.
I never knew God made honky tonk angels. Was the only song old Luther ever played. Night after night, sitting on his bar stool, he listened to that jukebox serenade. Now Luther loved his wife and he loved his children, but it seemed he loved his running even more. Drinking and carousing were his companions, but he usually beat the sunrise to his door. I never knew God made honky tonk angels. Was the closest thing to a gospel song he knew. He knew that somewhere there was a God in heaven who had his angels watching over you. Then one night a stranger sat down beside him. She said, "Luther, don't you know where you're bound? Your soul is going to bust hell wide open if you stay on that road you're traveling down. On that filthy barroom floor, he found Jesus. When he stood, he was a brand new man. He knew that he had just seen an angel, and he played that jukebox with a trembling hand. I never knew God made honky tonk angels. Was the only song old Luther ever played. Now he walks those golden streets with Jesus, listening to the angels serenade. He's listening to the angels serenade.